All right, welcome. We're here live at the Sportsclub Greenville, the 7th annual Sweet Caroline Open. This is our first LPRT semifinal match of the weekend. Thank you for joining us at home as you're following along. We've got some exciting matchups this evening. I am TJ Bumball, Commissioner of the LPRT. I'm joined with Joe Kelly. Joe, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So we had a couple upsets so far this weekend. It's very exciting. Mejia, the number 2 seed coming into this match, playing against Brenda Laime. Laime has been rising quickly on the LPRT rankings. She did make the final of the LPRT event last weekend in San Antonio, Texas. So this will be an exciting matchup. On the other side, of course, we've got two of the upsets of the event. Erica Mejia took out Maria Jose Vargas. Although the seeds don't show it, Vargas, former number 2 player on tour, coming back after taking time off to raise a family, start a family, versus Gabriela Martinez, who took out number 1 player Paolo Longoria. So it looks like Mejia has first serve today. Valeria Centellas is our referee for this match.
It's been a long couple of weekends for these girls, huh?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I wonder how back-to-back weekends affect some of these players.
Brenda's wearing a few bruises up and down her legs. Outside, inside, she's looking pretty tattered out there.
She's not the only one. I noticed Vargas had a couple too.
Maybe that's what mixed pro will do, right?
Yeah, exciting draw last weekend as well.
Probably a penalty there. Just a replay there? Looks like it.
I didn't hear what the call was.
Body language looked like a replay hinder.
Yeah, we've seen Mejia play many times on stream. She's number 2 seed, number 2 ranked player on tour. She has a very particular style, very talented player, very smart player.
Yeah, Brenda and Mejia are both unique in that they can play at, multiple speeds. They have a nice touch game. They can also swing very hard at the ball, put a lot of speed on it. They both serve well. They both like to drive serve. They both will get balls when they have to,
I agree. I feel like Brenda Laime, who's been rising in the rankings this season, has really had some good wins under her belt. I think she's a quietly very good player.
Yeah, she wins matches. Definitely wins matches. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. If it goes for a long time, see how all this playing has been wearing. I mean, that's just a lot of racquetball for 2 weekends. I mean,
yeah, especially for those players who went far in the draw last weekend, like Brenda. I wonder if that will affect her. Mejia had kind of an unexpected loss in the 16s last weekend.
And then she went in 3 with Samantha again today.
Yeah.
Just earlier today. So, I mean, that's a lot of racquetball,
yes.
too. Travel, play.
After this weekend, the players get a little break, at least for the tour, for about a month until mid-June.
Only a couple girls playing nationals, right? Holly, Kaylani, and maybe Shane and Naomi.
Yeah, I'm not sure what some of the international players have going on between now and then, but our season final event will be in Virginia Beach It'll be exciting. Down to the line, race for number 1.
Mm-hmm. It looks short to me.
I thought so too. Players can certainly appeal. She did. Okay, so 1 line judge agreed, 1 disagreed. Call stands and a lost appeal. Players do get 3 used.
Boy, that looks short. And
Yeah.
well, Jessica was sitting right there. She saw it, but I guess the other one didn't quite see it.
We should also mention that we're up here in the balcony seats.
Brenda's not happy about that. Because that's 2 points right there. That's the funny thing about racquetball. 30 seconds can be 5 points. You have a bad 2 minutes, it's a whole game. Brenda wants a penalty. Yeah, and I agree. I think that should be a penalty. She was tangled up there. Oh, man. That's tough.
Yeah.
Her foot was caught up there, and she couldn't move into her shot. She couldn't set up. She still put a racket on and still did something with it. Probably should have been a penalty. So this is a bad 1 minute. She's had just call-wise. Oh, hit her.
You know, that's something that some players can get caught up in. It's calls from the ref, good or bad, and sometimes they just need to forget it and move on, focus on the match.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people, too. I play with a lot of people, and whenever I go different places and play, it's always they don't play certain rules, or they play a lot of replays. And I always say, you guys should just always have a ref in there. You know, just always have a ref, because it simulates a tournament, and it never gets in your head. It can be tough to adjust.
Yeah, so Mejia here with a quick lead in game 1, 6-1 to Brenda Laime. Got Mexico versus Bolivia.
Good wide angle. Set up. Ooh, tough. It's good to see girls using so many wide angles like that. Tough. Ooh, tough. Good rally. Good shot from Brenda. Didn't hit it too hard, just hit it straight. Put some angle on it. Brenda's struggling beginning of this game to get in that first serve so far.
Yeah, I would. I mean, after this rally.
Shot.
I think Brenda could have learned a lot by watching the match that Samantha played against Mejia earlier today. I don't know if she saw it.
I would wager she went and took a peek. I mean, 2 weeks in a row for Samantha to, have success in the first weekend and then, take her the distance in the second. And I think it was 11-0 in the breaker, but still, she did something right. And there was one of those off-speed shots. Yeah. Not too hard, just straight,
Didn't overhit, didn't have to.
Nope, and it was, 3 feet high and stayed along the wall. That's an expert shot. Three serving 6. Second serve. Probably lob Nick here to the left. Yeah. Not quite tight enough. Missed the ceiling. Set up. Wide angles. Girls are using a lot of wide angles.
Yes, these pro players have every tool in their arsenal. for sure.
Yep.
And I would think a good strategy against Mejia would, a wide angle to keep her out of center court because she's so tough up front.
Yeah, she's got very, very good hands. Both sides, very good hands. As does Brenda. But I think you'll see Brenda maybe like that backhand take a harder swing at it maybe than Monsi will. She'll touch it, almost looking like very squash-like re-kills where Brenda can get up her arm and swing a lot harder at those sorts of balls.
It's one of the things I find so interesting about the women on the LPRT is the different game styles and how they play and what works and what they take advantage of.
Sure, yeah. I had a chance to hit on the courts a little bit ago. It's with the concrete sidewalls on the front panel. Very interesting. I've never, not that I can remember, played on a court like that. So, oh, tough shot. So here we have a good 1 minute from Brenda. 6-6, boom, 1 minute. Brenda's body language is better. She's let go of those calls. Oh, and there you go. Crack ace.
Yeah, I've noticed that it seems like these courts being pretty fast off that panel off the front wall. Notice the servers, the ones on the tour who have really good hard drive serves, seem to really like these courts. I would put Brenda in this category, having a hard drive serve, a tough serve.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's another one of those soft 3-foot shots down the line. Very good.
Yeah,
nice and straight.
Yeah. Pretty loose ball from Mejia that she's got a little lucky there on that wraparound.
Ooh. Monsi's probably going to... Ooh, replay call there. No, point. I'm not sure what Brenda's asking. Maybe that she held up, maybe looking to see if she should appeal that, but... Ooh. So, TJ, what's the deal with the metal in the back corners? Are they doing replays on those? I'm not sure if you guys play
It takes a funny bounce. We do play court hinder, so if the ball bounces funny...
Now, is that the ref has to see it, and if she doesn't, the girls can appeal?
Yes.
Skip ball?
Yes, we do have line judges for this match. So I notice sometimes the ball hits that silver panel and really makes a noise but doesn't change direction. So if it changes direction...
Sounded like a skip, but I think it was good.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot on these courts too. There's a little gap in the front wall between the wall and the floor, and there's some really good shots that just don't quite sound right. Notice that's throwing some of the players off. You have a better view when you're down below, and you can see how flat they are.
I'd wager those front walls used to be concrete, and they paneled over them to stop with the damage.
It's interesting.
Probably a screen serve there. She's going to appeal this. She's going to appeal that if she loses this rally. Get that ball. Great get from Brenda. Get that ball. Another great get. Monsi shooting. Good rally.
Right, here's a replay camera on the great get by Brenda Laime. Another great get. Mejia is the first to put that one away.
I think Brenda's one of those girls who's going to, not only can she shoot, but she's going to get balls and force the player to just make that one extra shot. Get. It's down the line. Nine serving 7. Hit Brenda. Looks like it did. Unfortunate.
Pretty fast courts. I've seen quite a few players this weekend get hit, even right in the center of the court, just unexpectedly can't get out of the way.
It's a tough serve.
Oh,
That's an avoidable
goodness.
hinder. What did she call?
She called a replay.
Oh, Brenda's rubbing her arm. That must not have felt too good. Oh, Monsi's also shaking her head. That sort of impact when you're not expecting it can be
Pretty jarring.
Can be rough. Yeah, jarring. I thought that may have been an avoidable, but
Yeah, no appeals.
good shot.
Yeah, Brenda Laime has such good form, in my opinion. She's really a good shooter.
Yeah, she definitely likes to shoot. I mean, playing with Mauricio and Mario, and she's going to be shooting balls, right? She definitely hits hard, Very, very hard hitter for her size. Tough. And there's, hands where there you go, too.
Good hands,
Just
both of these
little
players,
re-kill.
of course.
Yep.
All right, looks like we've got a timeout. First one of the game. We'll take a little break as well. We'll be back live in just a moment. Welcome back. We're live at Sportsclub Greenville, right here in Greenville, South Carolina, for the Sweet Caroline Open. This is our first semifinal match of the day. Good matchup so far between Monse Mejia, who had a 6-1 lead in the beginning of this game, and now look at the score. We've got Brenda Laime leading 10-7.
Yeah, Brenda's putting in her first serves now, a little bit more comfortable during the rally and scrapping when she has to, putting the pressure on her for sure. Oh, tough serve. I like that aggressive play there from Brenda.
Yeah. I also like that Brenda very often maintains center court and cuts the ball off. I think she does so well at that and hits well when she's there. Monse Mejia, again, I think she makes, as we saw in her match against Samantha Salas, so many of the rallies that Monse Mejia won were off of pinches to both corners. Mm-hmm. She pinches so well.
I think Brenda just set a racquetball record putting a tether back on, for the record. I don't know if we saw that in the back there. She did it in between serves. I've never seen it done that quickly. Monse's looking a little bit more determined right now, coming with that Z. Bang, bang up front. It's good. Brenda thought it was 2. Great get. Tough. Ooh. Good rally. What is Brenda on tour, TJ?
She is currently number 6.
Number 6.
So, yeah. She moved up kind of quickly after her trip to the finals last weekend in San Antonio. She's been hovering around the top 10, breaking in and out of the top 10 for a while.
Where was she before 6?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Oh boy, you don't have the answer.
I can find out.
She somewhere around 9 or 10 or. Good cat. Big setup here. Down the line, good shot.
All I know is she moved up without looking.
But she jumped a few places. You're saying she didn't go from 7 to 6. In other words,
No.
Okay,
I don't, yeah.
That's a lot of points you got, right?
Yeah, I mean, every round, players are earning points for each round that they make in the draw. And then they are also earn some quality points. Like if they make it to a certain round and they win a game in that round, they get a little extra points. So
that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah. So it looks like the players took another timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back live in just a moment.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with yearbooks. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything, and I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy.
All right, welcome back. Still game 1.
A little casual. Skip ball.
Let's see, Mejia in the box at 8-12. So to answer your question, Joe, thanks to JT at the controls over here, Brenda Laime after last tournament went from 11 to 6 with a big jump for that finals appearance.
That's a very big jump.
Yeah.
Not surprising, but a big jump.
These are two very athletic players.
Was there pro doubles last weekend for them as well, or was it strictly mixed?
So no, just mixed pro last weekend,
okay.
Which kind of makes it fun. Last weekend was mixed pro. This weekend is the women's pro doubles. So we have some really good matchups coming up in the quarterfinals after our singles semis this evening.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of matches.
Yep.
That is tough. Good redirection of the ball. Great serve. She got her set up here. See what she does. Okay, so that must have been a court hinder back there. Tough to see that from up here. I think she's appealing a screen here. Yep, screen.
Okay, so call is overturned. Both line judges disagree with the referee's call.
From where I am, that's a tough sell for a screen. I think she just caught her off guard, but they have a pretty good view down there.
Ooh,
penalty hinder.
Should be.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
And it doesn't. No player ever likes a penalty hinder
of course
call.
Not. No, there's no good way. You just got to turn your head and say, yeah, I missed my shot.
Right, and I think players sometimes don't realize how much they're in the way until they go back and see themselves
of
on
course,
the video.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, I'm directly in the line of fire.
Tough down line. It looks like Monsi just rolled her ankle there. I think she rolled her ankle going after that ball. The courts are pretty tacky with the humidity.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a gift. Gift from Brenda. I'm not sure if Brenda's got in that serve to the right yet, honestly. She's getting her one into the left pretty good. Set up for her again. Here we go. Oh, great
That's
get.
a nice
Another
get.
great get. She's going to go left corner. See, I don't think she was doing anything different with that ball, but maybe for safety.
And Monse Mejia give a yell out.
Ooh, again on that ankle. That was again. Caught her foot on the floor. She seems to be going at Brenda's forehand. Set up on here.
Yeah, I feel like Monse Mejia leaving the ball up a little more than she was earlier today. I'm also looking, talking about her ankle, I'm looking at her shoes. Like, her shoes almost don't look like a court shoes, shoes that are good for lateral movement.
I think that Brenda and her are wearing the exact same shoe. They're just different colors. I was looking at them a little bit closer earlier. Not positive, but I think they may be. Sometimes when the floor is really tacky in high humid areas, parts of the country, it can get really sticky out there. Great get. Oh, she called 2 on that. Man, from here she looked like she got that.
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier today with Martina Katz about players when they travel really have to get acclimated to different environments, to different courts, to different surfaces, and to different atmospheres like altitude or humidity or floor surface, all those different things that benefit a play. It would benefit a player to come in a little early and get used to the courts, play on the courts, practice, drill.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's critical to go into a court and hit ceiling balls, see how fast the ceilings are, hit some drive serves, see if it's a little bit slower, a little bit faster, see how you're going to have to adjust, make some adjustments. The lighting, everything's a little bit different, you know?
Yeah.
14 here. And really struggling on that serve to the right. But her serve to the left is scoring her points. She gets it in. She's getting weaker turns from it. Mount's going to cut that off. That's a setup for Brenda. Setup for Monse. Tough.
Monse Mejia saves that one. So back to, you commented on Brenda's not really getting that right service in. Do you keep serving it until you start making it, or do you just go away from it and come back to it later? I mean, if you were coaching Brenda, what would you say?
Well, I would say to her, well, number one, I'd wonder why it's coming in short. Number two, I think it's safe to say Monse doesn't feel threatened by it. If anything, she's thinking, hey, if she goes to the right, it's going to be short anyway. So that's not a high-pressure situation for Monse. If I was coaching her, I would say, hey, if you want to get it in, this is how you have to do it,
Yeah.
Get it in. Ooh.
Oh, another gift.
Going for a little bit too much there.
Gift for Mejia.
If you're Brenda and you see Mejia walking around with her ankle, kind of looking at it, you got to stay strong and just go even harder. Don't think about it. She's still playing and she still wants to win, even if her mobility is an issue. It doesn't appear to be an issue, but that's tough.
Oh, such good hands.
Those are those hands we were talking about.
Monse Mejia is one of the, to me, shoots on the move so well. And doesn't do too much, just so accurate. I don't think all players are that as good as she is
I agree. That's what I meant earlier by 3 speeds is you've got some players who are just smash it, like a Samantha and then, she can play a very delicate game with control. And that speaks to, her as a professional and just the different calibers of her game.
All right. Looks like we've got another timeout. We'll take a little rest as well. Thank you, sponsor. We'll be back live in just a moment.
Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command line. Yeah, you about to see me under.
Welcome back to this first semifinal match at the Sweet Caroline Open. 12 serving 14.
Second serve. Now the racket was not above her head. Could that be something that Mejia could have appealed there? Brendan was holding it kind of low on her first serve.
Oh, was that why she called it? I thought you said short.
Yeah, no, her racket, but I don't know if the rule was adjusted on the women's side where
it has to be. It should be. Yeah, it should be.
Right. It's a tough shot. She's trying to cross court. There we go. And then you got your setup. Ooh, get that ball.
Okay, Brenda doesn't like this. I think she wants a replay, some interference there on the left side. Look at that. Right now, we are tied at 14-14. So many ebbs and flows in this game one where each player had some runs.
Brenda hesitating on that backhand. I think she thought maybe it was for safety that she held up, but to me, it's like she should have swung. She swung anyway, It's tough. That's tough. 14-14.
Yeah.
Yep. Think she's going to go for the one to the right here? Just for fun, just see if she can get it in?
Yeah.
I think a Z to the right would be pretty interesting since she can't get that one in. Oh, that's a great serve. Here you go. You got to set up. Whatever you want. Reverse pinch, anything. Nice shot. I was down.
Replay.
Ooh.
I think that's I think you have to call that on that. The ball was up enough. Mejia was close enough.
Maybe. I haven't seen her get balls like Brent. If it was reversed, I would say absolutely, but I haven't seen Mejia really dive after balls this game. That one was...
She moves efficiently. I think
she
very
does.
Good court coverage.
And look at that. She gets it in.
Game one. Wow.
Game one down.
Exciting, tight first game for us here in our first semifinal. We'll take a break again. We'll be back live in 2 minutes.
Hello, I'm Dr. Eric Loudermilk. I'm Medical Director here at Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group. Over the past 2 years, we've been able to provide our patients with the option of regenerative therapy. This type of treatment is used for pain in the knees, hips, and shoulders, and other joints. We can now inject these areas with tissue derived from umbilical cord and amniotic membrane to help promote tissue growth, reduction of inflammation, and regeneration. The results have been amazing.
I'm Laura Fenton-Cavanda, an elite-level athlete whose career was halted due to pain and osteoarthritis in both of my knees. I was scheduled for bilateral knee replacement when a friend introduced me to regenerative therapy at the Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group. Following my injections, I am happy to say that I am competing at a very high level again.
Hello, I'm Michael Greer. I'm a physician and a partner here at Piedmont Comprehensive Pain Management Group. We have offices in Greenville, South Carolina, and also in Anderson, South Carolina, where the practice was founded 23 years ago. We have a variety of techniques to treat all kinds of painful conditions. Among those is osteoarthritis pain in joints. And we have had tremendous success treating osteoarthritis pain in the knee with regenerative therapy injections.
Welcome back live at the 7th annual Sweet Caroline Open. LPRT has been involved with this tournament since its inception. This tournament is a big fundraiser for local charities in the South Carolina, Greenville area. This year, the recipient charities were Carolina Cops and French Porch Housing. You can find out more about those two charities on the Sweet Caroline Open website if you have any interest in helping out. I believe this year they said they donated $10,000 to each of those charities.
Ooh.
So big shout out to the Sweet Caroline Open Tournament Committee.
7 years. That's good.
Yeah.
Brenda comes out strong with a serve to the right, gets it in. Big skip. You think Brenda's putting pressure on her, or is she just maybe feeling her ankle a little bit?
Well, I think it's some of both. I mean, again, back-to-back weekends is one factor, even though Mejia was out a little bit early last weekend. Brenda's a tough player. I mean, she's going to push these top players.
For sure, yeah.
It doesn't surprise me. These are both two very talented athletic players with good shots, good hands. Yeah, no surprise to me.
Ooh, a little bit loose from both of them there. There we go. Trying to reset it there.
Wow, what a nice rally, though. Yeah, I mean, Joe, the talent on the tour right now is just so incredible. Like, all the matches, a round of 32, a round of 16. I mean, it's tight tiebreakers.
Any given day matches.
Any given day. There's so many players here that can make the semis, make the finals right now. It's really exciting.
I know Muncie has some titles under her belt. I believe Brenda has one.
She did. She actually, Brenda made 2 finals. I don't think she has not won a tournament yet.
Okay.
But she has made a couple finals. She made Virginia Beach last year.
You recall who she played in the finals?
I believe it was Alexander Herrera, I believe.
Okay.
I believe.
You know, funny enough, because she may not have beat her on that day, but a lot of them have beat each other in different rounds that weren't the finals. You know, it's not surprising.
Yeah, you put me on the spot again. I
Yeah.
have to look at the stats.
I feel like you have these
remember.
stats coming at me. I'm the stat guy. Get that ball. Oh, tough. Candidate for last resort off the back wall shot.
JT, did she win?
This
Did
is an
Brenda
early
win?
timeout. 3-0 timeout? Maybe a glove change.
All right, there's a little break. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back live in just a minute. did. She lost to Paola last weekend.
Okay.
And then in 2 in the
Okay.
All right, we're back in. As you said, after an early game timeout.
Early game, very.
Yeah.
Didn't help her. 4-0.
Right, players do get 2 1-minute timeouts per game. That means Brenda has just 1 left, so she must have needed it. Ooh, another behind the back shot from Mejia.
Skip ball. A little bit of misfortune. Depending on who you're rooting for.
Mm-hmm.
Man, tying her dog a little bit tighter back there, maybe trying to sport up her ankle a little bit more. 2 times I've seen that side of the ankle hit the floor. It is not a good feeling. One of those injuries where you don't feel it so much right then, but later on it does not feel all that great.
It's the 3rd time she hit that shot.
I feel like it's hitting that metal piece and maybe just not diverting.
Yeah, it could be.
Or she's looking at the corner, wondering what's going on.
Yeah, but back to something like an ankle that maybe doesn't bother you too much when there's a lot of adrenaline.
Yeah.
But then you take, a break. You come back later for doubles.
Mm-hmm.
You come back tomorrow for doubles, double semis in the morning, and then you come back and try to play a final.
Yeah.
It could be a lot on an ankle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a nice clean shot straight in from Mejia.
I want to say the last game started similar to this, did it not? Where Muncie went up a little bit and Brenda had to work her way back into the game. And ooh, tough.
Yes, Monse Mejia went up at 6-1 in game 1. I think it might have been 6-0 in game 1. Very similar here. So far, the start of this game, I feel like Mejia is staying a little lower, shooting a little better.
Mm-hmm. I think that, interestingly enough, I'd say that both of them are the more consistent on tour, like not so streaky, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, a lot of skips and then a lot of makes, but they're both very consistent. I mean, that was an excellent backhand right there.
Agree. That's a good observation.
I'd say that Brenda might have a little bit of a tendency to become lazy, maybe not lazy, but a little bit like where she doesn't want to move as much and she'll go behind her back or between the legs a little bit, even in a tight game where I don't think you'll see that as much from Muncie. But at 6-1 again, maybe a replay here. I didn't see anything in that. She killed that ball. She flat killed that ball. Maybe Brenda held up before. Oh, that's going to make it. Ooh,
nope,
so close.
Short.
Set up. Stuff that's got to either be in a wide angle into that left wall or. All right. Ooh, I like it. I like the aggression that we're seeing.
I mean, this is a fight.
I'm an advocate for being friends off the court after the match, but during the match, this is a professional event. They're playing, for their livelihood. It should be as intense as it can be. I mean, it's
just describe the LPRT.
Yeah, there's no match after this one. You gotta win this match as hard as you can. And
that ball cracked out.
a little bit of swordsmanship after that swing too from Muncie. Really exaggerated that racket ending. Muncie does appear to be moving fluidly. Doesn't seem to be any hesitation, or else those wide angles would be.
Yeah, again, adrenaline's a good thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, keep the pain down.
Mejia leaving some of those pinches up that she wasn't leaving up earlier today against Salas. And Salas and Mejia had a really good match, really tough match.
She really likes to turn and take those backhands, whereas a lot of players will follow that ball into the corner and adjust for a forehand. Monsi will intentionally turn and take a backhand back there. She likes that. It's a good serve. See again?
Yeah. And it may be why Brenda Laime is trying that drive serve down the right side. She wants to serve to Mejia's forehand.
Yeah, could be. Nice control from Brenda there. Just a nice soft shot, not too hard, just controlled. Four serving six.
Jeffrey Lawrence and Derek Rosado, you guys are up on court one. You guys start warming up. Jeffrey Lawrence, Derek Rosado, court one.
It's a loose serve. Brenda going to the backhand. I mean, really ball popping off the back wall. Tough to give that to Mejia and expect any different result.
Yeah, to me, it's not the back wall that's the biggest problem. To me, it's the side wall. You know, incorporating the side wall into a serve where it kicks into the middle, and not only does it set you up, but it's coming into your opponent. I always tell people, you know, I'd rather hit a screen serve than hit the side wall anytime, especially at this level. Side wall is just a setup. Like there's another one where it came off the back wall, didn't catch side wall, and gave Brenda setup. Shooting. There she goes. Yeah. Well, Brenda closed the gap here. It's down the line. Side wall again. Penalty hinder there.
Yeah, again, I think if Brenda Laime goes back and sees herself on the
course,
video and says, oh, right, I was in the way.
Yeah. No reason for her to even swing at that ball. Just, you know, put up your hand.
Right. I mean,
unfortunately, that's what happens, though, when the refs don't make those calls. You know, then the players are like, well, if you're not going to make that call, I'm going to swing. So it was the right call, and easy one miss. I feel like Brenda is affected for no longer than a rally, but you can see her demeanor after one of those calls, even though that call was completely right, totally justifiable.
Yeah.
You know, the penalty hinder is really just a safety. It's really just a safety, safety issue.
Absolutely. Plus, it's part of the game. You got to give your opponent those shots. Straight in cut is part of the game. If you don't give it to him, you're taking something away from your opponent.
And I'm an advocate for taking away the pinch, but yeah, you've got to give those two shots. So I think what Monty wanted on that earlier was an encroachment call, which I could understand why. She called a penalty on that.
A replay. She called a replay, but Brenda thought that the ball was down.
Honestly, I feel like that could have been a penalty for Monty.
Both line judges agreed with the referee's call that it was a replay, that Monty Mejia did have a chance to get that ball.
I'm surprised short serve. I'm surprised Monty didn't appeal for an avoidable hinder.
Yeah, I don't think she would have got it. I don't think so.
Tough.
You watch this again as Monty Mejia steps in, and yeah.
You could
She's
see her demeanor right now is you got to slow her down. Brenda's frustrated by a few calls, right? So that was the back court call, the metal call.
A court hinder. He doesn't like it, but that was the right call.
Did it hit it? I couldn't.
You could tell it bounced out, kind of crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Brenda Laime really good at maintaining that center court and stepping into a lot of balls.
(9-4) here. We got timeout, second timeout from Brenda.
All right, we'll take a break as well. We'll be back live in just a moment. All right, we're back live.
Here comes the setup.
It's down the line by Brenda Laime to get back in the service box. Laime at only 4 points in this game, 4 serving 9, has no more timeouts left.
Looks like he needs a foot massage. Are you joking?
I'm not sure what, that was a short serve.
Monty's looking at that line. She's really wondering about that line.
I didn't see her foot over.
Oh, she was good.
Yeah,
she
I
was
didn't
good.
think so.
But if that's what I always, I always say, if you're doing it right, your server's gonna think you're encroaching, because you can burst right through that plane as soon as the ball bounces or as soon as it reaches the line. Too much sidewall there, not straight. Nice and straight. She gets another setup, back wall setup. Monty really struggling to get a backhand on that. It almost seems like extra work on her leg just to do it, just to run over there and turn.
Laime definitely doing a good job of keeping Mejia out of center court. I mean, hitting a lot of wide angles, down the lines, wide angles.
You know my favorite thing about a wide angle, TJ?
What's that?
You can't skip it.
Yeah.
If you do, you
I
weren't hitting
like
a wide
that.
angle, right?
Yes, I like that.
Forehand setup right down the left there. There we go. Nothing too
Good
complicated.
shooter.
Yep.
Good form.
Keeps her feet on the floor and no big dramatic step. Just a nice solid swing. If I was Monsi, I would appeal a penalty hinder on that. She's wondering why she tried to hit that ball down the line like that. It was a really bad serve from Laime. Getting in that one to the right, though, and there we go.
Yeah, really.
So what do we have a good, what was that, a minute? And look at that, 8-9.
Another run for Brenda.
Just a
another
good
comeback.
She's someone that you don't want to let get comfortable. And oh, great time for a jam serve. Excellent time. 9-9, look at that. And now Monsi's body language has changed, and Brenda's feeling good. And
Yeah, we got a timeout. So we will be back in just 1 minute.
he was sort of before my time.
We are back in. Back in live. Tied up 9-9 game 2.
Oh, here comes another one. 10-9? Yep.
Yeah, 10-9. So
All
Brenda
right.
Laime won that first game after really a comeback run of points. Will she do it again and cause another upset?
Oh. Oh. Pinch. Skip ball. Sounded bad, but I think it was good. She just came over top of it. Oh,
Good.
she hit Brenda in the elbow with her follow through. Luckily, it was the left arm. Would be a problem for me. And she's not laughing, so it didn't hit her in the funny bone. 11-9. Tough. What a change, huh? 3 minutes, and look what happened.
I know,
Unbelievable.
what a tight game. I mean, this would be a good upset for Brenda Laime. Oh, and a skip ball, unforced error.
Tried to do a little bit too much with that.
Yeah.
Straighten it out. Tough angle coming at her pretty good. Could have just ripped that right back left.
Yep. Should mention, again, Brenda Laime was in the finals last weekend in San Antonio, Texas. She lost to Paola Longoria.
Yeah, and we're seeing her movement doesn't seem to be affected, you know. Ooh, big shot.
Tied again, 11-11.
Great
Good
catch.
basket.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness. Boy,
same player, huh? Same shot.
yeah, we have an appeal. A 2-bounce get on Brenda. On one of those shots, referees, line judges agree with the referee, so that's a used appeal. I don't know how many she's used so far this game.
I did not hear that your Spanish is better than mine, TJ. Set up. There we go, nice and easy. Ooh, falling into the wall, it's tough. Get that ball.
Still 1-1, still 11-11. You can't ask any more for a semifinal here this weekend. A tight game, tight matchup.
Short.
And of course, if you missed our quarterfinals earlier today, you saw an 11-10 tiebreaker between Erica Mejia, who won over Maria Jose Vargas, 11-10. Really tight. Whoa. Sabrina's there in the middle of the court. It was our second 11-10 tiebreaker of the week, and we also had yesterday Samantha Salas won against Natalia Mendez, 11-10 tiebreaker.
Sheesh.
Oh, she was there.
Sort of surprising she didn't lay out for that one, you know. 13-11 here? 12-11?
12-11.
Screen serve. I agree with that one. Tough.
Very confident return of serve from Mejia, taking a pinch on that one.
Short. I love that aggression. Don't let it buy you. Ooh, tough.
Here's where she's so good.
Never seen a player run around to her backhand quite like Monty. She really wants to take backhands all the time. Serving 12.
Mejia got a little lucky there. She left that first pinch up. Big setup for Brenda Laime, who in return left down the lineup for Monte Mejia. So gift to each other over these last few rallies. Still 12-12. Mejia trying to push this to a tiebreaker.
I think Brenda is just being a little bit tighter on some shots. Eesh, not those. Goes down.
I can't see the side wall from here, so no idea.
It caught the sidewall, but not till the very back of the court. She didn't have a shot at that one. 12 serving 12. Think Brenda's gonna get one here?
I don't know.
She's gonna go for the big one.
They've
to the left,
sided
probably.
out several times here at 12-12. I mean, really a battle.
And this was another, one serving 6 start for Brenda. She's seems to go a little bit more consistent after the first minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game, and she levels out and sort of been more steady. I think, get ability, shot ability. Oh, great time for a jam. Oh, that's fantastic.
Really tough hands from both players.
Yep. 13 serving 12. She's going to the right here, TJ?
Probably.
Oh, skip ball. That skipped. An appeal's going to come from Brenda if she doesn't win this one. Luckily, she puts it down. What do you think, TJ? Is she going to the right again?
I'm going to say, based on percentages, yeah.
She's getting it in this game.
Yeah,
I mean,
she is.
She's hitting the crack, too, quite a bit. Put it down. It's game.
And
that's a tough match.
That's the upset.
Good for
Brenda
Brenda.
Laime moving on to another final. 2 weekends in a row for Brenda Laime.
I feel bad for her shoulder.
Yeah. But luckily, the players will get a little break after this weekend.
will.
Until Virginia Beach in June, which we're looking forward to that. But stay tuned. We got another exciting matchup coming up between Erica Mejia of the USA versus Gabby Martinez from Guatemala. That'll be a fun match. So give us about 15 minutes and we'll be back live.